What's up, everybody? It's Gavin here with NBA Real Talk, and we're gonna have some fun today, just like we always have on this channel every time I make a video, and we're gonna go over my Allen Iverson sneaker collection. For those of you who don't know, Allen Iverson has, I believe, the third largest sneaker line in the history of whatever you call them, sneaker lines, sponsored athlete sneaker lines. You got the man himself, Michael Jordan. I believe LeBron James passed him recently because LeBron's been playing basketball since forever. And then you got my man AI. So we can't go over all of them in one video. We're just going to address his first signature shoe today, which is the Question. I have like 10 pairs of them behind me. So as usual, get yourself strapped in, get your popcorn ready, because this might be the most important video that you ever watch. All right, so first up, we've got this one, the Question i3. I don't know why I'm saying the Question. You already know we're talking about questions, but this one's called the i3 Motorsport, and it's it's inspired by motorsports and the cross-cultural execution of having OG streetwear style mixed with some motorbikes. Basically, this is inspired by ATVs and dirt bikes, known for their high contrast, matte, and gloss detailing with full retro grain black leather upper, seated atop a shimmering silver base. It's a perfect cross-cultural embodiment. See, I told you. It's a perfect cross-cultural embodiment of streetwear, motorsports, and basketball for the OG and today's rising baller looking to carve their own path. So if you're a rising baller looking to carve your own path, look no further. Never worn these, gonna wear these one of these days. I think I was gonna wear them one point, take them on a trip to Empton, had them all laced up and ready to go, but you know, these have been sitting on the shelf for a while. Should probably just sell them, but you know what? Who wants to sell a pair of Questions? I don't. I'm only interested in buying them, apparently. So there you go, the i3 Motorsport. On to the next pair. All right, everybody. So next up, we've got this one, the White Party, which was released 6 or 7 years ago for one of Iverson's birthdays. So here you have it here. It's very nice. Got white and gold, and we've got a very interesting sort of finish here. So the White Party, this pristine colorway in white and gold, takes inspiration from Allen Iverson's 40th birthday last year. So I believe he's 47 now, so we're talking like 6 or 7 years ago, somewhere around 2016, which was celebrated with a white party featuring all attendants decked out in their freshest white outfits. So these would fit right in. The celebratory Question features a quilted white leather with upper white chalk, white suede at the toe cap, and heel detailed with metallic gold branding and an off-white midsole, creating one of the cleanest looks for Iverson's famous signature model since it first released in 1996. And I gotta say, this was one of my first pair of high-top Questions that I had in a long time, and they were pretty darn cool when they came in. As you can see, I've actually been wearing these ones. These ones even got some gym action here and there, so I love busting these out. I love gold on shoes, like in general. These are nice. These are just nice, nice pair of Questions. What more needs to be said? Let's move on to the next pair. All right, so up next we got this one, the Iverson Classic Question. Now this is sort of like an all-American game that Iverson came up with to sort of get all these emerging high school players together all under one roof. And basically the main thing that sticks out about this shoe is it's got this Georgetown blue, which was his alma mater. He was a Georgetown Hoya. And it just sticks out that it's got this, this Iverson Classic on the back. Basically just where the typical Question and Reebok insignias are. It's just a little different. And the main thing that sticks out, of course, is the midsole with all this design that it's got on it. It's got a pretty cool gum bottom here. And of course, Iverson Classic written there on the inside. So I've never worn this one, but this is actually a really ill shoe. I like the designs from the Iverson Classic on all the other models that he does. So this one's pretty cool. It's pretty cool just for me to have as a collector, because this is like the closest I'll ever get at this point in my life to, being a part of that event. So awesome. The Question Iverson Classic, great shoe. Look forward to wearing it one day. I don't think I'll ever sell this one. So that being said, let's get on to the next pair. All right, so next one up, we got a pretty lady here. We've got the Reebok Question Lux, which I don't know if Lux is a brand or just another way of saying luxury. I believe it's just short for luxury, but this is where you can maintain Allen Iverson's style on the court with some luxury off court. What you have here is you've got lovely suede on the toe box here. You've got very, very, very nice premium leather right there. And the insignia, the infamous Reebok insignia on the side, is actually like it's 3D. It's not stitched in. It's a physical thing. popping out of the shoe here, as you can see with the honeycomb technology. These aren't DMX technology, we're not there yet. His first shoe had this honeycomb technology, and it was super comfortable. And you see you got a shiny gold thingamajiggy on the back there, whereas 3 usually is. It's again sort of a physical thing that sticks out. So basically, this is just a sexy shoe. I mean, you can't put this shoe on and not feel pretty good about yourself. So there you go, the Reebok Question Iverson Lux. There you go. If you haven't seen it before, there's your first look. And whatever you think of these shoes, you're probably thinking about getting a pair of these right now, let me tell you. Whew. Suede. Can't get enough of that suede. All right, let's move on to the next pair. And next up we have this one, the Question Mid pink toe. Pretty straightforward. This is a pink shoe. It's a men's shoe that comes in pink, which is pretty sweet. I love pink shoes. One of the things I'm always complaining about in life is how the girls get all these sweet colorways. Not all of them always pink. Not all of them always girly colors, but women and children always get the cool colorways that they just don't give to the guys. So really grateful to Reebok for busting out this shoe. Really look forward to wearing this shoe. I haven't found a reason to wear it yet, but I mean, this one's pretty straightforward. You got a pink pair of questions. Who doesn't want a pink pair of questions in their life? All right, what more needs to be said about that one? We got that one out the way. On to the next. All right, next up we got a pretty cool one here, guys, and this is the Question Mid Hot Ones. For those of you who don't know, there's that show Hot Ones that Reebok made some collaboration with, and this particular pair is in honor of the what is it? The final dab. Shifts away from the mid, medium, and hot variation seen in the first group for one on-the-nose interpretation of Hot One's end show climax, using Allen Iverson's iconic Question Mid and the retro-inspired classic leather legacy as the canvases. There's 2 shoe pack knots of the scorching last dab sauce that Hot Ones contestants must brave before the credits roll. So some of you might have seen, I believe Montrezl Harrell might have rocked these when they first came out a couple years ago. This one's a super cool shoe. A little bit different than your typical Question. We've got some stuff going on the tongue here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's basically like your Scoville level. I believe Scoville's is the energy measurement for how hot something is. And of course, you got things just a little bit different. You don't have your typical Question. You've got dabs of sauce. You got whatever that is there. I know the show, but I don't really watch it. So there you go, the Reebok Question Hot Ones. Super cool shoe. As you can see, these ones do get some wear on the once every few years that I end up at the club. I will be wearing these. So if you see these at the club, well, it probably still isn't me, but it might be me. So keep your eyes open. Let's get to the next pair. All right, y'all, next up we got a pretty cool one, a bit of a sentimental one, and one that hits kind of close to home. That would be these, the LA Laker colorway of the Question. Now, for those of you who don't know, Kobe Bryant was originally sponsored by Adidas. He wanted out of that deal, and he spent a little bit of the 02-03 season, so it's about 20 years ago, as a sneaker free agent. And he was wearing sneakers from all brands, Nike, Adidas, Reebok, and one. I'm pretty sure he cycled through pretty much everything, and he wore these. Now, this is what he wore in 2002, 2003. I don't know if this was a player exclusive, a PE as we call them. And this was not, I don't know if this was available to the public back then. I don't recall it at all being available, but I know they either had made it available or were gonna make it available. And then unfortunately, the untimely passing of Kobe Bryant. For those that remember, a bunch of stuff, whether it was from Nike or anybody else that was on the table, got canceled because people didn't want to be, the people profiting off his death. For those of you who might have been on eBay or anything at the time, it's like when Michael Jackson died. I mean, when Kobe Bryant died, all of a sudden, people were just jacking up the prices on things to ridiculous amounts. I admit, when he passed away, I sold some of my Kobe stuff, but I was not trying to get some kind of ridiculous amount of money for it or anything. I was buying Kobe stuff at the same time, so it wasn't a thing where I was trying to capitalize, just trying to get rid of some stuff that I had doubled up on or didn't need or wasn't wearing. So it was a ridiculous time. It's nice that we're past that time and we can just remember him with, lovely items like this. So this is just a typical Question done up in LA Lakers colorways, which is pretty cool because this was Iverson's rookie signature shoe. And to see Kobe Bryant wearing a PE those years ago, designed obviously for him on the Lakers. That was pretty cool, and it's a shoe definitely everybody sought after. So typical Question with Laker colorway, Doesn't get much cooler than that. All right, let's move on to the next pair. All right, guys, next up we've got, what happened here? Some movie magic, I guess. Next up, we've got the Question Gridiron, or Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know what it's called, but it's based on the Philadelphia Eagles Classic jersey colorway, which I don't watch football that much anymore, but last time I checked, I thought they were still wearing this colorway. Anyway, this is the colorway they had going back in the early 2000s. This is my old Terrell Owens jersey, so that would be like 2003, 2004, whichever Super Bowl that was that they didn't win. But they've won one since, so it doesn't matter. And this shoe, I gotta tell you, this shoe is awesome. It's super cool what they did in that. It's just a typical Question with, you know, a cool colorway, but I love how they got the solid gray on the bottom here. Obviously the green looks sick. I really like what they did with the tongue here. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but it's got like almost like the mesh of a football jersey or a football practice jersey. So it's a nice feature, makes it feel more like a football themed shoe. And most of all, I mean, yeah, it's just the interior, but I gotta tell you, this interior is really, really working for me. I think that is just so cool. I mean, I know it's pretty easy. They're trying to make it, you know, themed like a football team, and it's a football themed shoe, but I think they just knocked it out of the park with this one. So rest assured, if the day ever comes where I'm in the city of brotherly love and I can make it to a Philadelphia Eagles game, I'll be wearing my TO jersey and I'll be wearing this shoe along with it. Now, this jersey and this shoe will make a return in a video down the line when we get to the tunnel walk answer 4, but that's a little ways from here, so no need to talk about that now. Let's just admire and enjoy this shoe, the Question Gridiron, Philadelphia Eagles, whatever you want to call it. Excellent, beautiful shoe. And okay, guys, so we only got a few more pairs. Let's get to them and get this video over and done with. All right, so next up, we've got another outfit change. I know, I'm going through my Iverson collection. I got so much Iverson gear. You can't even really see the shirt, but I just thought, well, I can't just go through the shoes. I got to show you guys as much of this stuff that I've had over the years, because I've had this shirt for 20 some odd years. So I've had a lot of this stuff my whole life. I might as well do everything I can to showcase it to you. But next up is the Question Low Top. Now, the Question Low Top will always have a special place in my heart, because the first pair of Questions I ever owned was a pair of low tops. Not these exact ones. It's just a nice pair of lows with the blue gel. You know, Gavin can't resist them. Some blue gel on the bottom. And this is pretty cool, because I think the Question Low was the only shoe Reebok put out like a, what would you call it? An alternate of. I don't think they put out lows of the Answer 1, the Answer 2, the Answer 3. They started putting lows out again with the Answer 4. So the Question Low, pretty cool just to have a pair of that, a pair of those in the collection. I think no sneaker collection is complete without a pair of Question Lows. I think if you're only gonna have one pair of Questions, to be honest, I'd go with the lows over the highs, because super cool, super comfy. And I'm gonna post somewhere in the boxes around here a couple pictures of the couple pairs I owned growing up. So this is really just a sentimental shoe to me, something I need to have in my collection always. So Question Lows, blue gel, can't go wrong. We got a couple more pairs left that are PEs, and we're gonna get into them right now, so stay tuned, we're almost there. All right, guys, second last pair, and what we have here is a PE, or I don't think it's quite the PE considering the pictures of the PE, but it's a PE enough of a player exclusive enough of a shoe that Iverson wore when he was with the Denver Nuggets. It would be a perfect time to have my Iverson Denver Nuggets jersey, but I sold it during the pandemic when we all thought the world was ending, so forgive me. I didn't know that his Denver Nuggets run would have any more significance with Reebok with their releases. So if I knew, I would have kept it, but I didn't. So here we go. So this is a pair of Questions that he wore when he was playing for the Denver Nuggets, as you can see, with the yellow and gold on the back. Pretty awesome shoe. If you guys are on Reebok.com, you already picked up a pair of these. You know, I tried to resist. I was like, I do not need another pair of Questions, but eventually I just got to the point where it's like, color's pretty awesome. I don't know if it's gonna come around again. So this is one of those newer releases. Now we all know they don't make them as nice and well as they used to. They're kind of cheap and everything, but I'll tell you, I really appreciate what they did with the interior of this shoe. I'm gonna see if I can give you guys a little bit of a look there. Reebok really kills it sometimes with these interiors. They you know, once in a while, you got a diamond in the rough here. Don't know what Reebok's been doing with themselves for a little while here. They've been just sort of reproducing the exact same shoes over and over, but I'll tell you, this is one Question I'm happy to get my hands on. The one he wore on the Denver Nuggets. So here we go, guys. There's a PE for you. We got one more PE. You probably know which one it's gonna be, so here it comes. All right, y'all, here we go, the final one. If you have any guesses, it's probably gonna be this one. It's this one. This is one of the original Question models from his rookie season in 1996, where not only did he win Rookie of the Year and set some scoring records, but this is the pair I believe he was wearing. Yeah, you know what moment I'm talking about. I believe this is the pair he was wearing when he crossed over Michael Jordan in his rookie season. If you're watching this video, there's almost no chance you don't know this, but in case you're one of the few people who doesn't know, like one of the many people I'm probably requesting to watch this video, this was the iconic sneaker Iverson wore when he faced his idol. The one, as he said, the one who gave him the vision, MJ. There's an infamous video, I'll try to share it if I can, where MJ had to switch on to Iverson, because obviously Iverson was a 6-foot point guard, MJ was a 6'6" shooting guard. They didn't guard each other, they didn't really play against each other, they just were on the court at the same time. But as in basketball, as happens, you know, there's a little mischief on defense and, you know, a little bit of offense, running around, whirling around, and all of a sudden MJ's got to mark up, and it's very, very infamous scene. It's literally one of the most iconic moments in basketball history, to be honest. Like, it's one of the most seen, most talked about moments, and it happened like over 25 years ago. So back in 96, or it might have been 97 at that point. I believe it was 97, because I think it was their second game. Anyway, back in somewhere around 1996 or 1997, Allen Iverson was wearing these questions when he set up MJ for the crossover, split him, just absolutely, first baited him with one, MJ bit on it a little, but he was still right on him, and then he just took him to the left again, and MJ bit all the way. Iverson crossed him up, rose up for the jump shot, nothing but net, well, a little bit of rim, but enough net that it looked nothing but net. And AI was famous for quoting, said, "I hit MJ with my best move. The best move I ever did, the best move I ever had," and he still almost blocked it. So Iverson, super famous, super basically forever remembered for that moment, and that was the moment that really just gestated it all in the direction it would inevitably go with his sneaker line, with his storied career, and with his NBA success and his eternal fandom, me being one of them. So there you go, the original 1996 Reebok Question. These might be called the crossover. I know that there's the crossover pair that is the red and blue sneaker mix, but for the sake of this video, we're going to call this one the Reebok Question crossover. All right, everybody, thank you for sticking with me as we embark on this journey encapsulating all of Gavin's Iverson collection. We went through the questions today. Next video, we're going to get into the answers. First, you got to have the question, then you get the answers. This is Gavin with NBA Real Talk, signing out. I'll see you guys real soon in the next video.